right, yo, here we are.
What's going on, y'all?
A little bit different look today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Dude, what was your weekend like?
oh man, I don't even remember. Christmas shopping, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah, just mainly Christmas shopping and getting out and all that.
yeah.
Man, so
Yeah.
a wife dragging me out Christmas shopping. Well, no, I guess I won't say dragging me.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say, were you kicking and screaming or just a normal like, let's go?
no, it was a small kick, and it was internal screaming.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
got some done though, so it's cool.
Well,
Have
that's
you done any of that yet?
no, I have not.
Oh, okay.
I've looked at a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but when it comes to like submit, like, God, I wait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I did go get a bunch of Christmas cards to mail out some of like my grandchildren and godchildren,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
cool.
sent anything off yet.
Man, you know, some people well, my wife, she gets really into this whole Christmas gift giving
Yeah,
thing. And we're not
yeah,
necessarily giving, we're not doing a lot of gift giving here, but just I mean, not gift to each other, but just, family and people and
right,
all that kind of
right,
stuff. She really
right.
gets into doing that. So
Yeah, that's great.
I do too, but
But
she's really into it.
yeah, balances out. It's like, hey, get into the festive mood.
Yeah.
You know,
Man,
at best, yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
man.
yeah. I guess mine starts amping up. I try to keep that going year round, but it's hard when everything or people around you are not in that mood. So they make it seasonal. So it's around Thanksgiving and then Christmas and you know
And that's, I try giving all year, but it's just
exactly, exactly.
the holiday is different. So,
Hmm.
so what you eating on today?
Man, I went back to Stacks and got the proverbial biscuit sandwich. Oops, the
Wow.
biscuit sandwich. And there's this place in Harbortown.
Okay.
It's called Kinfolk's. I didn't get
Yeah.
to go there. Yeah, I'd never been there. You been there?
Nah, but I know that's Kia Shine spot.
Okay. Yeah, you did tell me.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it came across my laptop last night, but anyway,
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I'm going to go there, but they're not open today because I
Oh,
really wanted to go there and give a review. Just
yeah.
the biscuits, the way the biscuits look alone, I was like, I could just have that by itself because they were
Yeah.
giant. It was big.
Yeah. No. I just found out last week
Oh, okay.
that was his spot. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
because
that's cool.
something on his Instagram, and I noticed he was over there.
Okay. Yeah, because I think they open on Wednesday.
His whole production company is Kinfolk. So
Ah,
yeah.
wait a minute. That's wait a minute, Kinfolk.
Kia Shine, Kinfolk, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about because I play guitar on that Kinfolk Thugs,
Yeah.
but the song. Well, anyway,
Oh,
dump
okay.
truck. Yeah,
Okay, that's them, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah, that's cool.
man, I ate my wife made some stuff, man. And I was asking her what it was. She just said it was food. Yeah.
Yeah, just here,
It's,
eat it.
yeah, she just said food. I just cooked this. It's food.
Yeah.
Oh, it was incredible. It was, vegetables, all vegetables with carrot
Oh,
and
ooh,
carrots and cabbage and
man.
had rice with ginger and
Oh, dude. Hold
it,
on.
it was crazy.
Man, that sounds great.
But the green peppers and
Mm-hmm.
potato and so it was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. But
Eh, Oh, go ahead.
no, because it was one of the things I was going to ask you about. You mentioned all the ingredients and what do y'all have any like cooking similarities that you've just like noticed when she's cooking something that you like, hey, I would have done the same thing, or that's how I grew up on that.
Nah,
Okay.
she's cooking. I don't even go near it.
You don't go, okay.
I
Okay.
don't go. I don't go until she says it's done. I don't know how it's.
You don't know what's happening.
Nah, not at all. I don't even try to know. Want to know? So, yeah,
Yeah.
she just does that, and nah, because and that was the thing, because I asked, posted, yesterday, people,
Hmm.
who out there, what women out there actually cook now,
Yeah.
and got a lot of responses from it. But I was just like, who really cooks? I'm not talking about instant.
Yeah. Yeah. Not, yeah.
And so,
They're very, I know they're very few. Well, let's say very few, because I think some in the climate that we're in now, but things have been readily made. I mean, been made readily right there. Like just push the button and I'll wait a few minutes and it's at the door, or I can pick it up on the way home. You know, stuff like that. But there are people who, you know,
yeah,
I'm
there's a lot of them
sure.
who responded on there that say, yeah, I cook.
Hmm. Yeah, but
And
you were asking to like what degree?
yeah, and I would reply like, yeah, right. Or just, so yours is instant. Denise, who it
Right.
was. Yeah. You make it instant out there. I know it. So
Yeah,
told me I was getting ramen noodles.
man.
That's the instant I was getting.
Yeah. I never ate those really. I think I probably had it twice.
That's what I said. I haven't had ramen noodles, I know, since the early 90s.
Yeah.
But now they have
Yeah.
gourmet ramen noodle places.
Yeah. I I I was shocked to see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up a gourmet spaghettios.
Yeah,
Gourmet spaghettios spot.
these are sprinkled with organic chives.
Yeah, I mean a real, like, you gotta have
Really cool.
a tie on and everything for some beefaroni.
Right.
Man,
Yeah, people like I
everything on the menu is Chef Bar
Chef
Boyardee.
Boyardee.
Yeah, it's all gonna be
Yeah,
Chef Boyardee, and but it's gonna be a bowl of spaghettios for $42.
right. What's funny, it'll probably take off. It'll probably some people
Yeah,
probably gonna like,
yeah.
it's a cool thing.
But if they can have a gourmet cereal bar.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, they're gourmet cereal bars.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I forget
Never
where
heard
it
of that.
was, but you can. I'll have to pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up, and we'll have it on the. Get it on this. You can
Right.
go there, and it's kind of like a coffee shop or whatever restaurant, but they have all the cereals,
Yeah.
and you
Huh.
go there, and you get breakfast cereal.
Wow.
Like, wow, you get
So
gourmet Fruit Loops.
yeah, so I'm pretty sure that they have a wide array of milks and
Probably
and
so.
and, and toppings and
Yeah, probably so. I mean, something to make
yeah.
it, more
Yeah,
interesting.
make it yeah, more yeah,
Not
right, right.
just, you know, Toucan
gourmet
Sam.
cereal. Right. I never heard of it. That's interesting though.
Yeah, dude, I can't remember what I like I said, I'll pull it up on here. I'm gonna give people the link and the address and everything
Link. Yeah.
for the
Yeah. Yeah.
all-day
Yeah.
cereal.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Man, I know I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like especially around in the area that I live in, there's well, just about all there's a lot of train tracks across a lot of
Yeah.
because Memphis pretty much is like the hub,
Yeah.
be it air or ground.
Yeah.
But I think they should put out a schedule of when trains are going to come and just sit because
Oh.
it just seems like what'd you say?
No, I said yeah.
Yeah, because it just seems like it's
Yeah.
at a midday sometimes. It's like, wait a minute.
Schedule for the public so that you would know, you could
Let's
avoid that intersection, you can avoid that area during that time.
exactly. Just
That
just
would be
like you get a bus route schedule, just like, hey, dude, we need to try to find out like if we can get an app for that,
oh, that would be crazy. Yeah.
to develop an
Yeah.
app. And I'm sure there's people who would love to have something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially like if you're leaving the house in a hurry and you're leaving out, you could take it was like, yeah, I gotta go this way. It'll, detour, go around, you got 15 minutes before
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
the train is gonna be crossing, it's gonna come there and sit.
Yeah. And that's, man, a lot of times they do that. Or you
Yeah.
can get a book.
Yeah.
Get a book on your phone or something. So,
Right.
oh man, I just man, this was the craziest thing. Speaking of, it's not necessarily books, it's a segue still though.
Hmm.
This is about poetry.
Okay.
Talking to somebody, man, and they, just talking about different poets.
Okay.
And she said her favorite poet was Dr. Seuss.
Wait a minute. I knew he was gonna say Dr. Seuss. I knew it. It when you was
Yeah.
just I was like, I knew it was Dr. Seuss. That's
Yeah, Dr.
that's
Seuss.
understandable. Yeah.
I was, it- I never thought of Dr. Seuss as a poet first.
Yeah.
I guess Cat in the Hat and
Yeah.
all of those, they're poetry.
And you can actually visualize what's being said.
Yeah.
There's
I guess they're kind of the entry level poetry, but it is poetry, I guess.
yeah. You
Yeah.
think about the initial target group though.
Yeah.
But but I
Man.
wanted some of the adults that had to read it, to their children. If they ever crossed their minds like, man, this guy's really on to something. He sold a lot of books.
Or a weirdo.
Right. So, what do you mean? What is this?
Guy has really limited vocabulary. I wonder if he talks like this outside of this poetry.
Yeah. A cup in the box.
You shall not hit,
Yeah.
as I shall sit.
Yeah, this is that's funny. You shall not hit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
Man, you know, so within the last few years, the onslaught, the advent of AI.
Uh-huh.
And so I thought about artificial intelligence. So how can it be artificial when it was put in, or developed by humans? Does it at some point like develop itself?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that
that's what they mean. You know, the fact that
yeah?
it has become its own intelligence.
Ocean, yeah.
At that point, it's
But
artificial. It's no longer.
right, yeah. So okay, so my question on that is, do you think it's a risk or to let it have free reign like that? Could it become a problem at some point?
I mean, me personally, I'm not into. You know,
Yeah, me either.
it. I think. So right now, I mean, there's a thing people use a lot of artificial intelligence to, to help them with everyday things, and
Right.
a lot of it is, I think it diminishes the amount of exercise your brain gets when you're relying on
Thank
artificial
you.
intelligence.
Thank you.
Don't
It-
get
it-
the
it-
same, mental stimulation.
right. And the same because I brought that up because if you remember when I think we talked about it before, like smartphones,
Yeah,
and you didn't have to think about spelling. It was just so many. Even getting directions to a place, you 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 follow it on your whatever device you have,
yeah.
and I'm sure, I'm sure there are people who know what certain places are, still use GPS, but like, okay, I know this place is at the corner of Park and Highland, and you're following the GPS, and it tells you to go for another quarter of a mile, and you go, and you're like, I just passed it. So I guess there's something else down. And people will, I'm thinking people will just keep going because they come so used and attached to that voice,
But yeah,
you
I mean,
know.
and it extends. I'm telling you, dude. Even that, I'm gonna tell you, my biggest pet peeve with people is when I text and people reply with emojis. I'm like, you just
Yeah,
stop speaking.
exactly. Yeah,
Stop
yeah,
speaking.
yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
oh man,
I get it, but there is that's the thing that you said that I saw something. Someone posted that like the whole conversation is emojis, and like just no words, and it's technically it's just silence.
yeah. I mean, and
You
that's
know.
I say something, and I get back an emoji. It's basically like,
Hmm.
okay, I have a
Yeah.
set
Boom.
uh 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 pre-programmed responses for
Hmm.
whatever you do.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You know.
oh, so I'm not talking to a human being anymore.
Right. So let me tell you what happened to me. This was a couple years ago, especially like when smartphones and all that kind of stuff came in. And before they start putting in spell correct, dude, I'm not even ashamed to say this. I'll be transparent for a minute. I think I worked down the word at about 6 times because it never looked right to me.
Yeah.
I was writing something. I was writing somebody a letter or something like that, and then I said so and so at this, and then I was like, "Is that how it's spelled?" I said, "It's just 2 letters." And,
Mhm.
I promise you. And I said, "Does it have 2 T's?" And I was like, "At," and I kept looking at it. I said, "It doesn't look right." And but there goes that relying on,
Yeah.
just and you're being taken, taken away from, like you said, actual writing and typing or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause even people just even right now on social media, when people comment, now they
hmm
have all these pre-written comments that you can just press one of them. You can just select one.
exactly.
So the actual you expressing your own opinion or any of that is completely gone.
And right. And you can really get lost in that, for lack of a better term, that lost in translation when you send certain, like you said, certain pre checked or selected responses, and it's not genuine. It's not what you want to say.
That's how I do when I send you music and I get an emoji on
Oh,
that.
fire! Yeah, fire emoji. Well, sometimes I say, "Hey, man, that's dope,"
But you
or
usually it's the little exclamation point emojis or something. I'm like, I don't
Usually I'm
know.
clipping my nails and stuff, and like so I can't, just the balance of.
But I'm like, okay,
Yep,
all right, that was that.
I'm definitely guilty of it.
But yeah, man, I was like, dude, I just saw that on social media that every time, even on the birthdays, they have like
Yeah.
choices of how you can phrase happy birthday, and then they have the
So
little emojis after it.
now, now that's where everybody I sent a birth, help them
Yeah,
celebrate, or mine is totally different.
yeah,
If they have, their name, I do everything backwards.
yeah,
And they was like, why do you type it in backwards like that? I said, because it's unique. You're not going to get it from anybody else. And one
yeah.
time somebody said, so how do you get it? You type it backwards. And I said, well, I sit on the sink in the bathroom and type it in the mirror. And they just looked at me, just like, what? I said, no, no, I'm just saying. I think I use my brain to, you know, to do that.
Man,
But it was something I started doing. Instead of saying happy birthday, I'd say happy birthday, and then I put their name backwards. But anyway,
yeah, but yeah, man, that it's a lot of that, a lot of AI generated stuff that people are using now. So
yeah, I never. You remember when they started doing the not was the AI to generate a different avatar. But I mean, it uses your face and everything, but it makes you look younger. It's
yeah,
like the filters, but you put out all these about 8, 9 pictures of you, and getting on a
yeah.
plane, or you're standing in a suit and all this kind of stuff, and ladies in dresses and different hairstyles. And I was like, yeah, that looks like fun. I said, but there's something to that. You're allowing certain access.
Hey, and that's another. Here is a PSA.
Hmm.
People, stop it with the profile pictures with filters. Stop it.
Yeah,
Filtered profile pictures.
I'm saying, yeah, because you're allowing certain, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, access. But then again, yeah, but yeah, the profile pictures with it's like,
'Cause it's not
yeah,
you. I don't care what you say. It's not
yeah,
you.
yeah,
That's a
it's
filtered.
not.
Why are you filtering everything?
Yeah,
I see a lot of those out there, and I'm like,
yeah,
come on, cut it out. When did it get to that point where you just now you can't even have your own face as your face?
as your face. That's what I'm saying.
Your face
It's
can't even
you.
be your face now.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's
Got to be
yeah,
the AI generated face of you.
and I think exactly. So, and I think that's the entertainment of it all, the fun factor. But
Yeah.
it's something to me. It's something behind it. It's something
Oh
behind
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
It's for whoever created it, and they don't. I think it's more something more sinister.
At
That
one point, so they were when like with those little games they have on Facebook, for instance, that say the then and now photos.
yeah.
You post
Hmm.
a then photo and a now photo.
Hmm.
Basically, they said they were uploading that to the federal government just so they could have an updated photo of you
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
because they were having problems keeping updated photos of people. That was the easiest way to do it,
Hmm.
was to get people to you know take
You
part in
can.
those challenges.
Yeah, and you can be tracked. Right. Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So when you put a old photo and a new photo, they okay. Now we know who this is. It's easier
Hmm.
to track this person. It's easier to keep up with this person. We see the progression. We might have had,
Right.
the government might have had an older photo. Now they have an updated photo of you.
Hmm. Yeah. I remember when Bank of America first started putting your picture on the your debit cards or credit cards.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And I think when I had to get my I think I lost my card. I had it for years, and had to go get my card, another card, and they wanted to take another picture of me,
yeah,
you know. And I just said, I'm gonna use this one because my hair was black then, and they was like, no. So I I just like just keep my same picture. And dude, I went and I don't know, I was purchasing something, and they was like ID, and so I gave my debit card, and she's like, yeah, I need like your ID. I said, that's my picture, that's my name, that's my
yeah,
face on that picture. She was looking at it, she was like, yeah, you don't have a driver's license. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, I don't understand that, but I was like, your pictures on it. So, and they soon stopped that. They don't have those have your.
yeah.
I don't know if these are even an option anymore.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, I don't think it's an option
Yeah.
anymore.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel kind of I had 2 cups of
Mm.
coffee. I feel, man,
What? Energize, jittery.
a little bit of both.
Wait a
Man,
minute. You had 2 cups,
yeah, I had one earlier, and then I guess this is the second one right here. This
dude.
cup.
So it's funny you mentioned coffee. So yesterday, after church, I normally go, Southern Hands, get something to eat, and I know after I eat, I'm gonna be like out for the count. But I stopped at Lulu's and got a latte, and then I got with the Piccadilly's. Anyway, dude, I was sitting up, and normally 1:30, 2 o'clock, 3, I'm feeling drowsy. And I was like, I don't feel tired. And I couldn't figure out, I was like, I don't feel tired. I said, I got so much energy right now. But then I said,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot I had caffeine.
Mhm.
And that's the first time it really affected me that way.
Yeah.
Normally, yeah, normally I'd be out. But yeah, I was up. Man, I was up till what?
I
I'll
can
just say o'clock.
talk to you.
Huh?
So I can't remember what time it was when I talked to you, but you said you
Um,
were trying to go to sleep then.
and couldn't do it. Just could
Man,
not. Yeah, dude.
made me think of Red Bull. And that made me think of this story. I don't know if dude, did I tell you the Joe Walsh story?
Mm-mm.
All right, this is from somebody we both know.
Uh-huh.
Both know him. He's a studio owner.
Mm.
He owns a lot,
Yeah.
pretty well known. He was an owner in pretty well known restaurant chain, bar chain,
Okay.
menu,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
owners of well known 5-star hotels in Memphis and all of that.
Yeah.
So you probably know who I'm talking about now.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, he was telling me the story about so I was talking to him about we were actually at a concert. This was in Vegas and talking about Red Bulls. And he was like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh, I don't drink those." He was like, "Man," he said, "those will give you really bad gas." And I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Yeah, I used to hang out with Joe Walsh a lot,
Okay.
and man, those Red Bulls used to give him really bad gas." He
Wow.
he said, he said they were at a Dodgers game, and Joe Walsh drank a Red Bull at the Dodgers game and cleared out a whole section. He cleared out a whole section from a red
Wait,
part.
wait a minute. But you're outdoors.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's so strong. He
Oh
said,
my God.
"Oh, it was just it like cleared out a whole little section of people at a Dodgers game." But see, and then because he was like, "Man, I got caught
Uh,
and we got caught in a room with him at one point.
Oh boy.
Just the Red Bull farts, man.
Oh,
Like, dude, I
dude.
never heard of that, but man.
I didn't know that.
Hey,
I
Joe
think I
Walsh,
had. Yeah, dude.
love
Yeah, he
the
got.
music.
Yeah, confirm this story for us.
Yeah. Nah, I'm sure he'll know exactly who we talking about too.
Yeah,
Told me the story.
yeah,
Man.
man.
But yeah,
Yeah,
dude, he said stay away from the Red Bulls. So I don't know how many people out there have experienced Red Bull farts.
that make you really gaseous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What part
I,
of a Red Bull does that?
what are the ingredients anyway? I don't even know what's in it.
Red and Bull.
Red Bull, yeah. You remember that when it first came out that they had the viral story we're talking about a particular ingredient from a bull. I just say that was supposed to be in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I never heard that one.
Really? Yeah.
No, that's funny.
I was
That,
like, yeah, I won't be drinking that. Mm-mm.
man, that's funny.
Not that we're trying to defame Red Bull or anything. We just, I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Hey, just watch out for the flatulence.
Flatulence be
Bull
among you.
flatulence. Man, dude, that's
Dude.
crazy. So,
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
one other conversation we were talking having
Hmm.
uh uh so having this conversation about what makes a soulmate.
Mm. Yeah. You know, I think, well, here's the thing about soulmates. A lot of people think that you're supposed to marry that person. And I think, just me, I think that soulmates can, you know, be like the best, like on your best friends. And that initially what it is. You
Yeah,
know, you can talk on the phone for hours and and just enjoy each other's company if you're just sitting and not saying anything and watching TV or just having lunch or whatever.
yeah,
But I just, and yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with marrying, your
yeah.
soulmate,
I
but
think but one thing what I said was so you know how people are like, yeah, I want to find that soulmate. I want to find the person who finishes my sentences.
mm-hmm. Oh,
And I think
yeah,
honestly, it's not necessarily finding the person who finishes your sentences. It's finding the person who listens to your sentences. That's
exactly.
the person you want. You want the person who actually wants to listen to your sentences.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, I guess it would probably get annoying after a while. Somebody's always butting into your sentence, completing it. That would, you know, after a while, that's kind of annoying. Like, oh my God, let me finish what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I was thinking about? Cheesecake. Yeah, let's go for cheese. I'm like, no,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
See,
it.
no, somebody who wants to hear your
Your
sentence.
full thoughts. Your full
Yeah,
thoughts.
that's more of a soulmate to me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's really attentive to what you are saying.
yeah, yeah. And just the fact that they want to, they that's
Right.
they willing to, and they want to hear that.
Right.
That's to me a soulmate.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I want to know what you people out there think. or what your
Oh,
thought on the
yeah,
soulmate is. So yeah,
yeah,
put it in the comments. Whatever your
yeah.
soulmate is.
If you've married your soulmate, or
Yeah.
you know,
Or if your
now,
soulmate might just be your best friend, not even, necessarily somebody you're in that kind of
right,
relationship with.
right, yeah, and it's like it's one of those things, and um, I think it's rare for some people, and I don't think some don't take advantage of when they come across that person, or they can't take advantage of that. Not
Well,
take advantage of the person, but the opportunity
yeah,
to
but
engage. Yeah,
it sometimes is hard, to recognize though.
right,
Sometimes,
right.
and it's just like, I mean, because the way I look at it, everybody, it's just a bunch of people. The same way stars orbit, I mean, stars and planets orbit.
Hmm.
Humans are basically orbiting around, and if their orbits don't they're not in the same orbit, then they just kind of miss that.
Right, right.
That's a missed opportunity, but it's just,